happy day. I am so excited to be here. I'm Chris Van Bloom from the Empty Nest Kitchen. Delighted and thrilled to be giving you a little preview of what we're cooking up with AARP Maryland on Saturday. But I've got a little something because I don't know if you all know this or not, but near and dear to my heart is that November is Caregivers Month. And it is just such a big deal. It is just such a big deal if you are a caregiver, and we know that this happens a lot, especially as a sandwich generation sort of age. If you are a caregiver, if you have a caregiver in your family, this is the time to really be taking care of them instead. So I love that we can do a little something here. And today I've got kind of a choose your own adventure, because one of the things that is near and dear to my heart is kind of getting away from all of the pre-recipe, gotta stick to it, this is how it goes sort of thing, and instead getting you to be a little more intuitive in the kitchen. Now, check this out. I think I might have shown you something along these lines before, but I have pumpkin seeds today. And here's what I want you to think. We're going to make just a little bit of a sauce, a quick 5-minute, no cook, let's get it done kind of sauce. And this can be a great pantry meal, right? Pantry meals are also something, especially once the weather turns. And since we're officially finally wearing sweater weather, sort of sweaters, I think having like the things that you can just pull it out of the cupboards is so, so important. So I want you to think about using, I don't know, any kind of nuts or seeds or whatever you've got that is kind of give a little bit of a base for your sauce. Now, I love the pepitas, and I know with Halloween tomorrow, I can't wait for my trick-or-treaters coming around. We are, of course, the full-size candy bar house. I love having the pumpkin seeds that I throw into a lot of things. And remember, Mediterranean diet friendly, but we've got to keep our healthy fats. Any of our nuts and seeds have to live in the freezer. Really important, because the fat in them makes them go south a little more quickly. And there is no bummer like spending a fortune on some nuts and then going in and they just have that kind of off taste, that off smell. We don't want to use that. So I keep everything in my freezer. I had the gigantic club size bag of walnuts in there, and that kept, I had it for over a year because it was a huge bag. No problem. So any kinds of nuts or seeds, walnuts, pecans, I've never done Brazil nuts, but they're a little bit of a pain in the neck anyway. But anything like that to give us kind of a base. And I'll tell you, I'm going to use my mini chopper because I love my mini chopper, but you can do it by hand if you want, or in a blender. Now, you don't even have to toast the seeds if you don't want to, but I always like to get the most bang for my buck flavor-wise, right? I like a little extra flavor there. So I have got, they're just starting to turn brown for me. Oh, they're popping like that popcorn. I love that part. And I'm just going to put them in my little mini chopper. And let me just put a shout out for the perfect little empty nest size appliances, right? We never think about that. I never think about that. But it makes so much sense if you can have something where you don't have to make a ton of it, right? Because if you're using a blender, think about how tall a blender canister is, and you always have to make enough to make it work really well. So I like the little mini chopper, so I don't have to worry about it. All right, now I'm going to chuck a garlic clove in because I like the garlic. I like that little zippity zap that it gives me. And I know I must be all full of beans today, saying zippity zap. Good gravy. Little pinch of salt. And then I want you to think, again, choose your own adventure. Pull a green of some sort out of your fridge. Okay? I've got arugula and spinach here. Now, here's a tip. A lot of times, if you're making a sauce like this, they'll turn a little dark on you. The green can turn a little bit dark. Or if you want it to be that really vibrant green that you get, maybe if you're making a basil pesto and you're going to keep it full for a little bit, you can blanch your green, your spinach, your arugula, whatever you've got. You can dip it. And when I say dip it, I mean dip it really quickly. You can dip it into boiling water, boiling salted water. Salt's really important there. Pull it out, plunge it into an ice bath. I'm personally too lazy for this, and I don't care about it. So I'm going to go ahead and just take, I've got some arugula. I'm just going to slam it right in there. And I love the spinach. I got the most remarkable spinach this week, too. Oh my gosh, I got to do a demo for a group around here in Frederick that does basically like farm to school kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And we introduce people to all these cool flavors. So I've got a little bit of that. And then, because we're crazy in here, we're now using the nutritional yeast, okay? And nutritional yeast is so 70s. It's like totally what I think of, like very hippie, very free to be you and me. But what nutritional yeast is a flavor bomb. It really, truly is. So without adding a lot of fat to a dish, we get these little flakes, and they're a little bit cheesy without the cheese. There's no cheese. There's no dairy. There's none of that. It's kind of a deactivated yeast, and it's got that really rich umami flavor. So especially if you're mushroom phobic, because mushrooms are a great source of umami as well, the nutritional yeast, you can get it at any mainstream grocery store. I promise you. It's just how we go now. And let's put in a couple of grinds of black pepper. We know we love the black pepper when it's freshly ground. And we're just going to give it, I think I should do some of this stuff last one, but we're going to give it a couple of pulses. Just to get it a little bit ground up. Look at this. We love this. I'm telling you, my favorite part, I already said it, is that this goes right in the dishwasher when I'm done. It doesn't have to get too finely ground. A little texture is a good thing. And, especially as a professional cook, sometimes I get a little hung up on I have to make a really gourmet dinner every night. Total baloney. Total baloney. So we're going to add in some olive oil. Just enough to make it interesting. Okay. And I'll give it a little straight down too. Now here's the trick. This is so good with fish, with chicken, with pork. Who doesn't love a pork tenderloin? Okay? Pork tenderloin is so good, especially this time of year. And it can be really economical. I don't want you to turn your nose up or turn your budget up at looking at family-sized packs of things. We all know they have better pricing, right? And I know you're going to look at it and say, oh, I just can't eat 4 pork tenderloins. So of course you can't. But you can take them, and they're already cryovac, pop them right into the freezer. Boom. Oh, there's Judy. Hey, Judy. All right, Judy, I am just making a quick sauce. Like, I'm into the 5-minute no-cook sauces, right? You can take a container of Greek yogurt, add a little mustard, add a little olive oil, a little salt, maybe if you fancy, a little garlic. And there's a quick sauce, great for fish. We love that. Maybe great for chicken on there. This one is my choose your own adventure, where we're using something healthy fat, nuts or seeds for our base. I'm putting in nutritional yeast instead of parm. Even though I love the parm, I gotta say, I always have some of this in the cupboard, and I don't always have the parm. And you're just gonna run it. Now, Not only is this so good with the fish, the chicken, the pork, oh yeah, but you want to do a little fancy pasta dish. You want to like feel like you're fancy, and you don't have to like worry about basil season. We're definitely going to have a hard frost. Like my basil is clinging right now. It is trying to cling this summer, and I'm like, no, it's time. But you don't have to worry about using that kind of stuff. And look at this, it's so good. How about a pistachio sauce? What if, because I can't get enough pistachio right now, I'm making pistachio lattes like I'm getting paid to drink pistachio lattes. I swear, I've got the pistachio cream, I'm trying it from everywhere. But what if we used whole pistachios and we made a little bit of a sauce with that? Oh my gosh, again, chicken, pork, fish, so good. And with our caregiver month, here's what I want you to think about. It's not so much that you have to make something fancy, right? It's so not that. But anything you do is so appreciated. When my husband had his stroke and people helped us out with some gift cards or some people brought meals over, it was so incredibly helpful. And let me tell you this, I didn't care a lick what they made. And I'm a chef, right? I'm a cook. I didn't care. I was so grateful for the help. So don't put a lot of pressure on yourself when you're helping out these caregivers all through November, right? Don't put the pressure on yourself to make it perfect. Just showing up and just showing that you care is going to go miles for you. So there we are. Now listen, Saturday's class, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun because I'm doing a sweet potato sausage hash. I know, trust me on this. It's so yummy with all this gorgeous fresh spinach I just got. Poached eggs, because mama loves a poached egg. And because we're entering the holiday season and it's sweater weather again, I'm going to make a little hollandaise because we should have something that's a little fun and a little decadent. And I'm going to show you how to do one of my never going to be famous puff pastry braids. And we're going to use a cream cheese mixture and raspberry. And it's just going to be out of this world. And it's something you can make ahead. Heck, if you're smart enough, knowing that 2 sheets of puff pastry come in a package, you can make one for you and one for the caregiver that you know and love. So you can definitely sign up. Please come. I love it when you come and when you tell me that you're there. It's so much fun. So I will see you this Saturday, November 1st at 11 a.m. Eastern Time as we kick off Caregivers Month. I'll see y'all then.